Yeah, yeah.
Alright guys, we're just going to quickly check on the audio and video and then we would be good to go. It's going to be Rory Sports versus Dare to Dream. So the game is about to start in about 5 minutes. They have already done the picks and bans, and as far as I remember, it's going to be an OD and Nix coming in from Rory Sports, and Dare to Dream is going to opt to go for the Invoker, Shadow Demon, and Morphling. The game is about to start. I thought I would just come on the chat and see how is it going. So this is the ROG Masters qualifiers for India, and we are in the LAN finals. We have the four top teams from India who have been playing in the online qualifiers, and they've finally been brought down for the LAN event. The four teams, four CS, four Dota. So totally there are 8 teams, but this is going to be the Dota game. After this, we do have 3 games of CS:GO that are going to be happening, and after that, we're going to head back into the Dota winners bracket. So that is going to be a lot of fun. For now, it's going to be Rory Sports versus Dare to Dream. We did have Entity Esports take on Stream Chaos a little while ago, and Entity Esports, of course, proving their dominance as they always have, still stay on the top. They quickly finished the game in about 20 minutes, 22 minutes, and it was a pure chaos. I could show you the replay of that game since we are not really started off yet. So this was the last game that we saw. Oh shit, it's not in my feed. I'll have to go to somebody else's feed. No, so okay, as a caster, I don't get to really see the match history, but I have Swifty on my list and I'm going to stalk him. And I'm going to show you all what exactly happened in the last game. He is not online. Oh yes, he's down eating. I forgot. So yeah, for people who are just tuning in, this is the ROG Masters LAN qualifiers for the Malaysian tournament that's going to be happening on 10th to 12th of November. And we have Entity Esports, ROG Esports, 3 Chaos, and Dare to Dream, who are going to be playing the top 4 to go and maybe place themselves on into Malaysia. For now, we are checking all the stuff that we can, but we cannot find. We cannot find this last game that they played, which is very sad. So there's not much information I could give you on that. But yes, they did have a fantastic game. They picked up the Void, the Crystal Maiden. What was mid? What was mid? What was mid from anything? Mirana. There was a Mirana made by Ronak, so they pretty much were having a ball of a time. Next game is going to be ROG Esports Dare to Dream. I do know a lot of ROG Esports players. They've come down from Hyderabad, and it's so great to see such good teams take part in this tournament. I'm going to be co-joined by my co-caster, Zero Times Pan, as he likes to call himself. For now, he's a heart in my channel, and it's called YOLO for Gandhi. All right, so my channel name is YOLO for Gandhi, which is very funny. Why is it called YOLO for Gandhi? Our channel name. No idea. So we're going to quickly check it out. The live stream is happening on the ROG channel, so you guys can check that out. And let me just quickly change that. It's on their YouTube channel, so I don't think you guys should have buffering problems. I think all that is pretty much fixed. No Twitch stream, all YouTube, simple and clean. So yeah, getting into this tournament, if you're in Bangalore, please do come to the venue. We are having a lot of fun over here. There are good giveaways happening. We're doing G2A giveaways, we're doing earphones, we're doing t-shirts. So come enjoy the fun. There is a cosplay contest that's also going to be happening around 3:34. So if you could quickly get ready and make your way over here, you could actually take part in it. They are giving away a fantastic phone. It's a Zen phone, and it's pretty cool. So do come try your luck. From Dare to Dream, we're going to be seeing Symphony play, Spooky Monster play, Archmage, Rampage, and Drake. And ROG Sports, we're going to be seeing Clown, Pusher, Weep, Deliver, and 180616. Where I read these names, I think one of them from ROG Sports is Khurshid. The other one is Amr. And I think they've been in the scene for a very long time. I've seen them play for about, say, 5 years or more now. So both these teams that are going to be participating in this particular matchup are pretty good themselves. Archmage is fantastic mid. His Invoker is still the best. I don't know if yes, he has got the Invoker for this game, so he's going to be on top of his gameplay from where I look at this, because he's got his pick. They also have gone for the Shadow Demon and Morphling, so those are going to be those right now in the meta kind of picks, working really well. Entity Esports also had opted to go for a Morphling, and he had about 70 minutes Lincolns. Now the question is whether it's a support Morphling or is it going to be an offlane Morphling. I myself don't know because I haven't really seen the draft. But since my co-cast is finally free, I would like to ask him, who are you betting your coins on?
Oh, it's Rory supposed to say TPD, right?
Yes.
Well, so last time, as far as I remember, apparently Dare to Deal beat Rory Sports in the last matchup that they had,
Okay.
which was Dew Mountain
The
Arena.
okay, the Dew Arena.
The Delhi one.
Okay,
exactly.
yeah.
So yeah, so
It's head
I
on.
mean, it
Anybody
looks
could
like
take it?
both teams can exactly.
Yeah. But I got
So-
some inside information that Archmage is going to be playing Invoker, and I have just heard about. I was talking to Ronak and you and everybody, and we were just discussing about how his Invoker is
Yeah,
pretty
the-
good. So
The draft is
what
already done.
The draft
right?
is already
I have
done.
no idea what's
So
the draft.
esports, I mean, ROG Esports have the OD, they have the Nyx Assassin, Dare to Dream have the Chen and the Sand King also. On the other side, we do see the Spirit Breaker, the OD. What else are we going to see? What else are we going to see?
Spirit Breaker.
Okay. Okay, there is going to be a quick reconnect into the game. I timed out. Why do we time out? Okay, so Spirit Breaker, your thoughts. Your thoughts about Spirit Breaker.
Yeah. Which team has picked this pick about this?
I think it is Rory.
Alright. So yeah, I would definitely like to watch either Milky or Pusher play the Spirit Breaker. That is
Yeah.
if they are using it as a support. I'm not sure what the complete draft is.
Yeah.
I tried to reconnect in the game and I will look at it.
Yeah, I'm like so excited about this game because these are actually like really head-on teams. Like when we come to talk about Serene Oracle. Okay, so Oracle was banned off. So it's a Venomancer last pick that came in from Rory Sports, and they have the Oracle and the Juggernaut and the Spirit Breaker and the OD. Do you find our lineup too strong right now? I really find it strong. I don't even need to think about it.
Well, the first game that did go on between Serene Chaos as well as Epic,
Yes.
you pretty much thought that the draft was good on Serene Chaos, right? But things didn't really work out that way. So yeah, this meta definitely you can't really look at the picks and say. And moreover, players end up executing the game completely different. So you
True.
never know what to expect from them. But both these teams definitely they are on par with each other. So yeah, there's a lot
It's
that's
gonna
gonna
be a
happen.
fun game. I would say about 45 minutes.
Absolutely, yeah. I guess it can be 45, 60. I have no idea.
Alright, so the winner of this game, if it's gonna be Khurshid who wins, we can have a fun 1v1 with him in our Funland event. We are giving away headphones, so if you're around Bangalore, I would love to see you at Blitz Zone. It's in Rajaji Nagar near Ramaya College because I took forever to find it. Alright, so from Rory Sports, we're gonna quickly introduce the teams. We have ABCD who's gonna be on the Oracle, we have 5K Forever who's gonna be on the Venomancer. O-O, I think it's a face. It's gonna be the Juggernaut Pusher, who's gonna be on the Spirit Breaker. K-Dot, who's gonna be on the Obsidian. And on the other side, you can take it.
Alright, so it's gonna be Symphony on the Chen, while the Sand King is gonna be handled by Spooky Monster. Well,
Spooky.
I have absolutely no idea as to what the
Chinese.
name is. It's the Chinese dude
Archmage.
on the logo, which is definitely Archmage. While FML, I guess that's Rampage and he's on the Morphling. While Shadow Demon, I guess one of the signature heroes on Drake,
Yes.
I could say, yeah.
What do you think about this Chen? I mean, this Chen hasn't landed yet, but the Chen. Tell me your thoughts.
Yeah, even Symphony as well. I mean, he's played a lot of Chen in most of the tournaments. Chen, Enchantress. I guess he likes to play a lot of NC and he's good at it. While he does roam as well. I mean, he has certain heroes that he roams on,
Yeah.
which he lands pretty well as well. I mean, there is Earthshaker and a lot of other heroes. He has a good pool to begin with. I guess.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so there are, I mean, this matchup, I guess I would expect Ro to try to, at least work out the laning phase because OD versus Invoker, definitely OD is going to take over it. There's no doubt about that.
True.
But looking at the tri lane, I mean, the Spirit Breaker, Oracle as well as the Juggernaut, a lot of room happening by the Spirit Breaker
Yeah.
and a lot of potential at mid.
And
going
if the
down.
Spirit Breaker gets a ward, say, into their jungle early in the game, he could easily just chuck down on that Chen. He does have the Venomancer and the Oracle with him. I would have preferred a Bounty or a Ricky in the place of a Venomancer. I don't really like that pickup much.
I guess this is Indian Dodo, so you can't really expect the C. Alright, so the game does go on now. At last, we have a no pause.
Alright, so the game has begun finally, and no pause. Yes, it's Rory Sports versus D2D in the semi-finals of the ROG Masters qualifiers for India. And I'm Anjala with my co-caster Zero Time Span, and I hope this game goes on for 45 minutes because there is a smoke tank and they're gonna head off in the top lane.
Alright, so these are the shenanigans that mostly all the pro players have been using at MPL. I'm glad that the Indian players are doing it as well. So yeah, it's a quick TP. I mean, it's a quick smoke into TP, so you'll get the initial information. I mean, right now in Dota, it's more about alright, sorry guys, we had to catch up on something on the technical side. Anyway, we are into the game and right now looks like Rory Sport pretty aggressive. They're on to the opponent side. They are looking to probably try to catch one off guard, but that's not happening.
Definitely. Good rotations coming in from both the sides. We did see that the Oracle started out exactly where the Chen and everybody was. So they do know they are going to head off to the top ruin, and that's going to be a contested one. But D2D, seeing that most of Roar are on the top lane, they want to just head off for the bottom ruin. They don't really want to contest it. They don't want to take early fights. They do have a lineup that scales between 8 to 15 minutes once they get their early level 6s. So I think they're just going to wait on that and not really fight. If you look at both the teams, to be precise, only Stun King has an actual stun available, and that means Roar does lack the stunning capacity, but they do have enough on the heal and the slowing damage. So I hope that's going to be enough to hold on for this game. And with that, The gong has gone, and Invoker's gonna take the top ruin. Meanwhile, the bottom ruin. Meanwhile, on the top lane, we did see the OD pick up, and they got to quickly deward the mid lane. The sentry placed beautifully over there by the Oracle. I do like this Oracle. He's playing. He knows what he's doing. So, do you know this player personally?
Well, it looks like
ABCD.
yeah. That's I'm guessing that's Milky.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's I'll give a quick review. It's ABCD is yeah probably Milky and 5K forever is Khurshid, while the face is Excarnation
Excarnation.
and Pusher is Pusher, while K is Clown K Khalid. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a K for Khalid and K for K. So you get it. Y'all get it. Lots of pauses coming in, but Symphony gonna go for the go call. They are set. Like a little bit of lag. We can't see the players from here, and the pause has been resumed, and they seem to be having a good time. Right, and the lanes are going to start off. We're going to see dual lanes going. It's going to be a 2-1-2 coming in from ROG Sports, and not the similar the D2D. D2D opts to go for the 3-1-1 strat, which will work in their favor because they do have a Chen who can easily rotate on the top lane whenever necessary. So that could be really good. It's going to be a very aggressive tri lane coming in from ROG Sports. They have gone with the Juggernaut. And the Oracle wants to start out, not give this Chen any farm. He's already blocked off the camps.
Alright, so it looks like Chen is trying his best to figure out where exactly the set is, but he's not really planted. But at the same time, OD has definitely, you can see the dominance that he's showing. He's on 4 creep kills while the Invoker just has 1 creep.
Alright, what do you think about the Invoker going into not going for prospects? He's going for an Exort. So is he doing that for the early game damage? That could be one of the reasons. He could be doing it for an early game damage, and he has started off pretty well. He's got about 4 quick creeps to his name. He is farming against an OD, and everybody knows you can't farm against an OD. It's just not possible, no matter how good you are.
Yeah, but one thing about the Invoker is that I don't think he should be getting caught off guard like this. He shouldn't get Astral at all, because you can maintain the distance against the OD, and yeah, probably get early boot, you'll be fine. So
yeah, there is going to be a charge coming in from the Spirit Breaker in the top lane. He does charge on the Shadow Demon, and there is going to be the heal and the sting coming in from the Oracle, but it's not going to be enough. Juggernaut does continue to split, but he's just going to walk out of there. Good rotation from the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, not really. I mean, he did create a little bit of a disturbance that was required, but at the same time, Chen is farming. So if you want to run a tri lane and not win the lane, that's not really going to work that well. So if you're going a tri lane against such a lane and the Chen is getting farmed as well, it's not serving the purpose of it. You have to at least get 1 kill out of it.
It is 2 minutes into the game, Mr. Raj. So let's not judge it. Okay, so the pusher is actually, like you said, looking for an opportunity to cast this when Lara was placed down, but they have been supported pretty well by the Chen, and he's gonna just head back into the lane and see what he can.
Yeah, while on the top lane, I mean, it seems fine, but the bottom lane looks like the Sand King is going to make his move onto the Venomancer. And
5K forever, a little bit of trouble. He does set down the kill. Is it going to be enough to save him? Yes, it is. It's going to hold his Cookie Monster a little bit of trouble. The Venomancer ward is put down, but it's not going to be enough to take the kill, but at least to push him back for some time.
At the same time, the Spirit Breaker trying to disrupt
Just
Chen's.
Let me steal some experience. I am the new bounty hunter.
Alright, yeah, and he's not really afraid because the nuke is not really going to.
Yeah.
So while he can move around, he's fine. The top lane looks like Juggernaut does manage to find better farm compared to that of the Morphling. So yeah, I mean, they're doing pretty well.
What do you think about the strategy of sending the Juggernaut in the off-lane, tri lane, and letting the Venomancer? I mean, a Venomancer, do they have something under their sleeve with Venomancer that they're giving him so much of a
I guess definitely. I mean,
because it's very weird for me to see a Venomancer in the safe lane just like that. Unless an early active, they do, early push. Could they go for an early push, Roar?
yeah, exactly. So they have a lot of.
There is going to be a charge on the top lane. Shadow Demon has put in the Oracle, but it's not going to. Maybe it's going to be able to save it. Maybe CD going to get out of there. Juggernaut spinning on the top lane. They're going to get a kill on Shadow Demon. That's going to be first blood going in favor of ROG Esports. But the fight does continue. There is going to be the Venomancer in the bottom lane also, and Barathon taking a fall on the top lane with the Oracle, and that means tri lane disrupted.
Absolutely. Well, at the same time, this Sand King does get a kill on the Venomancer in the bottom lane, which we didn't get to see. That was the first blood going down.
That was the first. I was wondering how did it suddenly change. So the first blood doesn't go in favor of Roar, it goes in the favor of D2D, but a little unplanned gank over there. Did not expect the Chen to come in.
Yeah, I mean that was a little too deep as well. So, but that's fine, I guess, because they have such a lineup that can be very strong in the mid game. Even the Minomancer, Juggernaut, and the OD, absolutely. The heal is what is going to be a problem, as well as the Shadow Demon. So that's fine.
And one thing I noticed about Roar is that there's going to be a charge on the Morphling. It's going to give him a few hits. There's going to be the Blade Fury coming in from the Juggernaut. But Shadow Demon has disrupted the Morphling for now. Is he going to be able to survive? No, ABCD doing the damage that needs to be done. And that's going to be a quick kill going in favor of Spirit Breaker. Much needed after the fight.
Absolutely. I mean, they are showing it that they can come back to the game now. I mean, it is too early into the game,
To
but
actually
losing the
judge.
momentum is not a good thing for Rory Sports at all. So yeah.
So like I was wanting to talk to you about, Roar has a draft where they don't really have lockdown. So basically, if D2D kind of kites them the right way, does it the right way, they could be able to take a mid tower very easily because there's nothing to really stop them.
Yep.
So is that going to be a problem for Roar?
It again depends on if they hit the right timing window, they'll be fine. But if they don't and they overextend or maybe try to stay there.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they do get caught off guard while they're trying to hit the timing window, then it's going to be a problem. So they have to be very careful.
Pusher being very patient on the top lane. He has sent the charge. It's going to be on the Invoker in the mid lane. Though he does come in also. He doesn't have an Astral, I think. No, they're gonna
Not just that, it's just that they quickly noticed that there was a chain
chain.
around. So yeah, that was a good move by them falling back and not going for it. Because like the Shadow Demon can instantly TP and that can turn 3v2 against you all of a sudden.
True. By the looks of it, the Bara doesn't seem to be getting much levels around the map. He is looking to just do the support roaming kind of thing where he gathers up those extra levels that he needs. But Pusher for now, gonna just look at Spooky Monster, give him a quick bash. It's just gonna be a stun from Spooky. One more hit. No, he's just gonna walk out of there. Like, I don't want to even fight that fat thing.
Yeah. While the game seems to have slowed down again, but at the same time, they're trying to pick up that pace, which is really required for them because they have a Morphling and Juggernaut's case really fast, right? I mean, he's going to be stronger much more faster than that of the Morphling. Morphling requires quite a bit of items as well.
That's right. With the Juggernaut in the off lane, the Venomancer and Vara do have the chance of getting the levels they need in the bottom lane. They don't really need to rely on not getting farm in the off lane against a very heavy tri lane. So I like that effort put in by D2D, which is really awesome.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry about that. If you heard somebody screaming, that was Mamba doing his thing on Facebook Live. Alright, so meanwhile, back into the game. Yeah, so like I was saying, because Juggernaut is in the offlane, there's going to be a gang on the mid lane, there's going to be the Astral Impressment coming in from the OD, but the Shadow Demon does disrupt him on the sideline, but that's going to be a quick call on the Invoker, not being enough to save him for now.
Yeah, that was a good Astral, and I guess Pusher probably wished that the charge continued on to the Shadow Demon, but he touched it.
I wish they get a Lotus off so all of them go in together. Like Oni puts in somebody, Shadow Demon puts it all four inside.
Yeah,
That would be
the Scepter
fun.
as well gives the option to put all your opponents inside. So,
Oh yes, yes. So I'm saying like to go in flag.
so if it was Lotus Orb, yeah, that would be
Yeah.
amazing. 10 people inside, yeah.
Bara is going to quickly charge the top lane. The Oracle is pretty far out, but I don't think they want to take this fight. They just want to harass him out for now. FML not doing too well on the CS. They're sitting at 28 feet so now compared to Juggernaut who's at 37. It is his safe lane, so he should be doing pretty much more. But Sand King seems to be doing fine in the bottom lane, so I think whatever Morphling lacks, Sand King gains. So it's okay. Drake is going to get a smoke gank off here. Maybe he does see fight forever. He has disrupted it for now. The Sunstrike does connect, and that's going to be maybe a quick fall. But Venomancer is sending out the Gale just in time, and then it's going to be the Spirit Breaker trying to get into the fight, but there's not much he can do. He has to just head back. He doesn't really have the mana to take the fight now.
Yeah, but that's a lot of investment from there to Green and not just for the Venomancer.
But they could take the bottom tower right now. They already have that available.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think they're gonna make that push because in terms of level, alright guys, it is framing in between or it does get stuck in fact. But yeah, I'm not really sure why. The net is going up a little bit, but that's fine.
Right,
Oh, the
and
Spit Breaker.
Sand King, meanwhile, takes a kill in the bottom lane on the Spirit Breaker. We're having a little frame problem. We will try and get it fixed. But I hope the stream is good. If you all have any issues on the stream, please do let me know and we could definitely get that fixed. For now, it's 3-6 on the scoreboard and everybody seems to be okay. No panic.
Yeah, the game has, like I said, the pace of the game fell back like about 2 minutes ago, but then again it's a 10. Like you never know when they decide to go for a push given with the Invoker. But the Invoker has had a pretty rough time.
Pretty rough would be an understatement. He is sitting at 26 peso now compared to the OD who's sitting at double of his CS, almost 40 creeps. There's going to be a charge on the top lane on the Baron. American has used his skill already. There is Juggernaut waiting to use that Blade Fury, but he's going to use it, and Morphic is just going to waveform out of there. It's going to be the King early, but it's not going to connect to anybody because they already had gone out there. Didn't really want to take that fight. I don't think they knew the Sand King was going to come in.
Yeah, it's just that because the morphing waved out,
They assumed that
yeah,
the fight's not going to continue.
yeah, they knew that they can't really go after him. So there is
Alright,
a charge
and
coming
there
on
is
to
a charge on the mid lane on this Invoker, and then do they have a smoke? In case he decides, no, he cannot really go smoke, it's alright.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Vex for it, so yeah. I mean, that's good TP coming out from the Shadow team. So yeah, the Invoker does need a lot of space.
Venomancer, meanwhile, being very sneaky over there, he is taking the bottom tower and keeping the pressure going, so they have to keep coming back to these fights. Meanwhile, we do see that the Sand King, Shadow Demon, and Chen are gathering up. They could take a smoke gank if they wanted to, and they would choose to do that. They are going to go back up the Invoker for now and see if they can get a quick kill on the OD. The OD really needs to die. I mean, he's pretty much doing well on the charts, I think. Scoreboard. OD, one kill to his name. We have Bartham with one kill, Juggernaut with one kill. They're alright. Cookie Monster having a ball of a time. He's got 3 kills to his name in 10 minutes of the game. But there's going to be a fight in the middle lane. OD does get a stun, but there is nothing to back that off. No, there's going to be the gold snap coming in from the Invoker. Shadow Demon is going to maybe get a few more hits. Chen coming into the fight with his big fat freeze, but no, the Sandor not getting that stun off. With Cookie Master cleaning that up really speed and easy and securing one more kill to his name. 4 kills in 10 minutes. Easy dagger.
Yep, absolutely, and not just that. At the same time, Offlink is getting his farm as well because of the space created by these guys. But the bottom is getting pushed. So yeah,
Now,
that's a good.
it's a good choice. I mean, Venomancer, you just leave him alone. He just does his thing, puts his wards down, and keeps pushing towers. He doesn't really need to come into the fights, and I think that's what Roar wants to do. They don't really want to fight together. They just split push this, and it's going to work for them, I think.
Both the team have their own game plans, so yeah, definitely. Let's see which one is going to fare off much better. But Spooky Monster does look like he's pretty strong right now, still.
There is going to be a charge coming in from Tabara, and it's going to be on the Invoker. He could maybe get a shot here, but he does see the Chen right behind. They could go for the Chen, but there's going to be a quick start coming in from the Chen, and that's going to stop the Tabara charge on the Invoker. And it's going to quickly walk out. Nice Chen player, I should say.
Like I said, Spooky Monster does have good skills on his end. So yeah, he's proving out himself right there. He does ensnare and catch him and gives a good center storm. So yeah, that was a good save by him. While Invoker is looking to catch up back into the game, I mean, given their lineup, so that's the good part about it. Spooky Monster can now create some space for the Invoker, and Invoker can get back his farm.
True that, and as we say that, Spooky Monster has picked up his dagger for now, and he could definitely get into a fight and take it on. Meanwhile, the Bartham has picked up an on for now. They are going to all head off in the mid lane and maybe try and take a fight if necessary. Morphling meanwhile pushing top lane. He does want to chunk on this tower, but Pusher does come in. He doesn't have his ulti for now, so he cannot really go head on into the fight. Shadow Demon coming into the fight. He does want to maybe disrupt Pusher, but yeah, there's going to be a quick charge on the Morphling, and he's going to get out of there. But there's going to be a waveform coming in, and FM, what is his name? Spirit Breaker's name? Pusher. Pusher is going to take a fall. But yeah, as we say that Chen is heading off the bottom lane, he has started taking that tower and is destroyed.
Yeah, see, that's the space that I was talking about. I mean, the Invoker is able to farm at the same time while these guys. I mean, the Morphling does get a kill on the Spirit Breaker and they get a tier 1 tower at the bottom. It's like 3 wins at the same time. So yeah, it looks like DOTA2 Dream are going well in terms of momentum. Rose Esports has definitely to catch up.
True.
I mean, in terms of network as well, the Sand King overruling every single hero.
Every single, yeah.
So
but he does have a lot of kills. So.
That's true. While the OD still has a relatively good amount of farm, so he's gonna be fine. I guess Rose Esports just needs to wait out for the timing, like I said earlier.
True.
And the Venomancer needs quite a bit of items. He is looking to build up a mech. It's just 13 minutes into the game, so it's still fine. He is still gonna
But
be.
when we talk about time intervals in Dota, like we saw Entity in the last game and they just kind of stormed 22 minutes. Like it wasn't even like Dota. It was like something else because it was so quick. So we kind of expect the same paced games where we see really quick and this fight kind of meta. But I see how patient these two teams are. They're not really taking unwanted fights. and that's pretty nice for them.
Yeah, it again depends not just on the draft but the player mentality as well. I know,
Yeah,
like
true.
both the teams, I'm sure acknowledge each other and know that both
How
have
the
equal,
gameplays are.
and not just that, both have even amount of chances to win the game, so
True.
they can't really make those mistakes.
Yeah.
Hence, you find them being so calm and
Calm
patient.
and patient.
They don't really want to rush and try to go with the death ball because it'll be a
And
hard.
everybody who's watching, this is a knockout round, so whoever loses this goes directly into the losers bracket, and they have to play against the other loser, which totally sucks. So yeah, so they gotta play this game very calmly, very patiently, and for now we do see that there's gonna be a rotation coming in from Chen and Sand King, but Pusher is also at the bottom lane with the Oracle. They do see him, the stun does come in. There's gonna be a Sunstrike, but Pusher gonna use this ulti, but it's not gonna connect because there's going to be a sandstorm used by the Sand King, and that's why he couldn't really hit him.
Oh,
But they
that's
do
okay.
see Push on the side. He does have the charge, so he could just quickly get out of there.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine. But at the same time, where is he charging? Alright, he's charging mid. I thought maybe he did go on to the invoker because yeah, there's an push coming out from the top lane, and that's another tier 1 tower gonna go down. It's just about 15 minutes into the game, so I mean it doesn't make sense. Because Rory Sport in a way should have read about the
They
Chen.
should have. They should have.
I'm not
But
sure how the draft went actually, so yeah,
yeah,
that's another
so
thing.
when the draft was going on, the draw was banned at the beginning. That's what I heard. So they had already planned up that they were going to go with this lineup because you don't really pick up a Chen randomly. It's always planned, and I think that's D2D's plan. They know that they can't really push a lot with Roar, but they know they can split push a lot. So they're just working on whatever they can.
So it looks like there is a smoke that's gonna come out, but just the 3-man smoke which the Oracle is pick as well as the Juggernaut. While the Venomancer and the OD showing themselves at the top lane, OD does TP bottom lane because there is a heavy push at the same time. The smoke, I mean, there's too much happening on the map right now, so yeah.
Meanwhile, Invoker may be in a little bit of trouble. They do rotate. The smoke is going to break any second now. And it does break. And there's going to be a charge on the Invoker. And he's going to get bashed and hammered. And ouch. He's going to take a fall.
That's an easy
Archmage.
3-man.
Feeling bad.
And they did really need to shut down the Invoker once again, but at the same time, Offling is getting his farm too. So yeah, but that's fine, I guess.
I mean, as long as you don't break the throne, take whatever you want. Like, that's the common mentality. Because nowadays we see in Dota, it's not about defending the racks, it's just about getting the right fight. So I think Roar also knows that, okay, they cannot really fight them right now. May as well just take what they can, get the farm going. They can't push high ground, right?
That's true.
So that's the good part.
There's no doubt about that. Whatever, I mean, the decision that Rory Sports is making, trying to get some space on the other side of the map,
Yeah.
that's the max they can do right now, given their difference in terms of XP and network.
And as we talk about that, we do see D2D in the bottom lane taking tier 2. Meanwhile, Roar is opting to just go and head top. They don't really want to take any fights. They don't really have the kind of lineup that could take. But as we see that Spooky Monster does stand the stand on bottom lane on the Oracle. Meanwhile, Juggernaut quickly going to TP off from the top lane. But at the bottom, we do see the Oracle surviving everything. But going to take a fall with the Invoker Sunstrike that happened after his heal got over. And Spooky Monster continuing to just go bottom. There's going to be a charge on him. They could take a fall, and if he takes the fall, he's going to give a lot of gold to his team. So this is going to be very important. OD getting stunned off by the center of Dream. Symphony trying to get out of there, but he's going to make it. He's going to make it, and there's going to be Chan peeping very casually to base. No problem, man. I got this. Centaur going to keep me alive, and he's just going to head back.
That was a well-timed TP by him. I mean, I'm sure he was just spamming the key.
I don't think he was spamming because he used the Centaur to stun at the same time.
No,
I mean a little bit.
that was when
earlier.
he was inside the Astral. So
I'm
yeah,
just trying to be cool. Yay, go Chen!
yeah, but yeah,
I admire Chen players because it's not really easy to play that hero.
that's true.
So for now, the Sand King has opted to go for use. And the Invoker has picked up his Midas, he's picked up drums, he's hitting 1,500 gold, so he's doing pretty fine. Let's look at the experience and the net worth. We do see.
It's about 3.5
Yeah.
in terms of
Yeah, you
net
do
worth
that, yeah.
onto the T2D. Yeah, and the XP as well going about 7.5.
True.
Yeah, I mean that's relatively a good lead, but it's not like
It's not like it could change. Like anytime one fight goes in any other team's favor, it's gonna be a very hard.
while not had that great of a time in 18 minutes drums and Midas job on the farm still.
And there's not really much of space to farm. That's another thing. Because first you got to be cautious, and your end's taken by Chen. So where do you go and what do you do? But he's still finding his way. He has got the Midas. That's a saving grace. And Morphling has gone for his linkers, and I think they want to rush now. They could use the smoke. They've dropped the sentry wards, subjective there are any wards from Rory Sports, but now they're not, and they're gonna head off for Raw.
Alright, so yeah, there is a glass between us, but then again, no,
It's
no,
not
we wouldn't want
Saffron,
to reveal
bro.
it. Yeah.
Alright, Shadow Demon meanwhile, Drake gonna just distract them for now. Getting caught off by the Spirit Breaker, but is just gonna stand there. Spooky Monster meanwhile in the mid lane, he is at half HP. K coming in from the top lane. Bharatram, they know something is wrong because they all are gathering up together, but they gotta use their radar. I think if they use their radar, nobody knows.
You will just
Okay.
scan, right?
Yes, and then Roshan does fall to D2D, and I'm going to be loud and clear about this because it's already happened. And but the smoke is still there on road. They could take this fight, get off that Aegis if they play this right. There's going to be a charge, and it's on the charity when you're walking into a trap. Is all I can say. But Pusher going to just quickly ulti off Drake, get him out of the fight, and he's going to be quickly washed off. They want to head on for more charity, even going to disrupt itself, not going to survive for long. But they do see Symphony on the side. They want to take more kills. There is the ultimate still available on Juggernaut. He wants to use it, but he's gonna get pushed away, and there's gonna be the cold feet used on him, and he just have to walk out. Centaur is gonna try and get a storm, but it's not possible. There's gonna be a charge coming in from the bar. Spooky Boss a little bit of trouble. He's gonna just quickly use Sandstorm and keep himself alive for now. But Morphling continuing to fight. Spooky Boss a little bit of trouble. That's a lot of gold going in the favor of the Venomancer. And Morphling taking a fall. Also Symphony on the backlines trying to get out of there, but he is pretty much gone out. There is gonna be the Invoker who also gets caught in Invis. But do they have a smoke? Do they have a smoke? The charge is already used. Do they have a dust? I'm so sorry. Do they have a dust? They don't see him. They want him, but they're not going to get him. And there's going to be one.
Okay, so this was a fight with the Aegis on.
Yes, this was a fight with the Raiders on. Roar did well. They did really, really well. What are your thoughts about it?
Absolutely. I mean, like you said earlier, Roar is probably just waiting to get a good fight off, and you were right about it. They did get that fight. They did hit the timing window that they wanted to. I mean, they had their items up. They knew that they're strong in terms of team fight right now, and they just went for it. Even after knowing that Dare to Dream has Aegis on them, and looks like Invoker with Aegis is gonna survive, but that's fine. I'm sure.
I feel like if they're given it to the Morphling, it would have been a better go rather than giving it to the Invoker, because he does have the escape that Morphling doesn't have. But ABCD right now, we need a little bit of trouble on just to walk out. Meanwhile, top lane, there is going to be a charge on the Shadow Demon and Drake. A little bit of trouble, the Juggernaut does come into the fight, and there's going to be quick 2-3 hits on him, and he's down. I haven't seen the Juggernaut ulti till now, which is funny. Even in the last fight, he didn't really use it. Maybe he's not found the need for it.
Well, Excarnation and his
Ideas.
process again. Like, I'm sure I mean, the last fight, I'm sure he didn't need to use it because they had a fairly good fight without the Omni Slash. They didn't lose a single one, so yeah, that was good. And he's one of the players who likes to, go after efficiency and, not
Not
just
really
use
spam stuff, right?
Exactly.
And I think that's what
the
makes
right
you
way.
a good player, right? When you know when to use what. And for now, but Spooky Monster coming in, Juggernaut is going to quickly out from there and head off from the bottom lane. There is smoke coming in from D2D, and they want to really catch somebody over here. Thorkill is the only one they could really go for.
Well, so it looks like they did smoke right under the creeps. I mean, that was clearly
bad.
Yeah, not just that. I mean, Roar has noticed it, and let's see
gonna
if they
head
are
back,
reacting. Yeah, they are reacting. They are heading back, but except for the Venoman, he's going aggressive.
Okay, so Khurshid is 5k forever. He's gonna head off on his solo adventure, and he does not know that Drake is right over there. Symphony is also aware. Disrupt has been used. Sunstrike, and boom, there's gonna be a very dead Venomancer. He has ulti for now, but they do see ABCD on side. Oracle trying to come and save. Spooky Monster does see the Oracle. He does want to kill. He's using the ult for now, and it's gonna be a quick wave form from the Morphling, and still secured. Goal to his name, and they can't really stop this push now. They will have to allow D2D to take the second tower. All they can do is hold their mid, hold their bottom, or maybe get their Juggernaut to push the bottom lane and get it trade off between the towers.
So probably, I'm guessing they didn't catch a smoke. Turns out that it was a good move for them. Because they didn't get just the Venomancer, they got the Oracle as well. So like you said, there's no defense happening right now. The only thing the Juggernaut can do right now is probably try to rat and get a tier 2 order.
This was a very bad fight. This was a horrible fight for Roar, and that's the problem nowadays. I know, with Dota, like if you make one mistake, it costs you. But there's gonna be a quick charge coming from the bar, but he's just gonna head back. Meanwhile, Ori does have the BKB for now. He's spamming along. He's trying to keep his base as much as he can, and he's hitting hard. He needs a Hurricane 5 to his name very soon after that BKB. There's going to be a charge on the Invoker. They're going to run behind him. The dust is available in case he decides to use it, but there is no need for that. He's going to walk back. and they've held defense for one more day, and that's all Road needed.
Absolutely, but at the same time, they didn't really use a lot of spells, so they didn't commit much.
Yeah.
So
I
that
mean, the
was fine.
BKB was used, but that's all right. I mean,
Yeah.
that's at least they defended well. That's a
Yeah.
good hold.
Given that they did lose two
Yeah.
heroes initially, yeah. That
Isn't
was
this like such a tricky part in the game because every mistake costs you so much that you gotta be so careful at every move.
yeah, especially at this level, you can't really,
Yeah.
expect to get away with those mistakes. Because
Yeah.
obviously, all the players are up there, and they definitely try to exploit as much as they can. Wherever you lack, they will try to take it off.
There is going to be a fight in the bottom lane. The smoke has been used by Roar and they are heading off to the Invoker. And Invoker going to quickly use, he doesn't know there is a dust available. Disruptor has disrupted it for now and he's going to quickly, there is going to be the Blade Fury used by the Juggernaut and that's going to be a quick kill on the Invoker and Morphling. Going to just get out of there. Symphony going to get the whole Omni Slash from the Juggernaut and Shadow Demon doesn't know what to do. He's pretty much lost trying to get to his team. And he's going to take a fall. Meanwhile, Sand King's Pokémons are going to just stand up to the top and get out of there right in time before Odie could just put him in.
Yeah, I mean they didn't have vision on it, so that was fine. But that was a really good fight for Rory Sports. So that was, I mean, not just about the smoke part.
It's just going on and like it's going back and forth because we started off with 0-0, then we went 5-5, and now it's 12-13. If they win one, the other team wins once, and at this time they won without the ages.
Yeah.
I hate Roshan. Roshan is the fault in Dota. That's my thought process. Every time I take a Rosh fight, I lose. Every time.
Well, that's according to your personal experience.
I'm
so
just
that's
telling
fine.
you from experience. Don't listen to me, anybody. I'm the newest person, so please don't listen to me. For now, we're gonna see a gang on the top lane. They want to head out. The smoke is available, I think, on the Spirit Break. If I'm not wrong.
Looks
Does he
like
have one? No, he has ten. Doesn't have dust. All right.
so. Now again, it's back to stalemate. Both the teams are trying to farm up.
Yeah.
They feel like either one is not really prepared. I mean,
True.
yeah, and the net worth and the XP graph, it's so ironic. It's back to 0. I mean,
Yeah, it's just
I'm
the
sure
way.
I wouldn't have expected that.
Definitely, just the way we started off. Let's just look at the quick item progressions. We do see. I'm stop myself. Is that no? That's just an invoker. Okay. In item progressions, we do see a Glimmer Cave available on the Oracle, which is good. Venomancer opted to go for Dragon Lance. That gives him stats also. That gives it's got 2 Ogre Clubs if I'm not wrong. That gives him good stats also and range, so he could quickly take down towers. Juggernaut's opted to go for Battle Fury and Yasha. Spirit Breaker gonna just go with the support inventory, but Odie has picked up the Hurricane Pipe, and that's gonna be a painful pickup for them. On the other side, we see Actum Scepters both up on the Invoker and the Sand King. I think Drake who has the Glimmer Cape available on him. Linkins and Yasha up on the Morphling. So item progression is going well. 26 minutes into the game, support seem to be doing fine.
Yeah, but there's no pipe on either side. I mean, there's a lot of magic damage coming in terms of
Infused
stats.
raindrops.
That's not gonna help you in terms of team fight.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of damage. Tanking AP as well as the Morphing Wave and the Invoker spell.
Yeah.
I'm sure Rory is supposed to probably get a pipe
They
soon.
could go on the Venomancer with the 5 and that could be perfect. For now, we're just going to see the simple rotations happening from both the teams. They're going to quickly get their farm up and running and maybe then they could take another fight. I think the next fight is mostly going to be a Rosh fight because he's almost popped in. It's another 5 minutes and Rosh should be back. So that's going to be another big battle that's going to happen. They both the teams have to really play safe because anybody who makes a mistake, it's going to go very costly. And Morphling going to just do his split push thing. He has made replicates kept around the place, so he can just quickly beauty around, and he's doing fine. D2D gathering up together. They have already popped the smoke, so they are looking for a kill. Roshan hasn't popped yet, so they're going to quickly head off to the jungle. ABCD in a little bit of trouble, maybe. They do see something is wrong. Is the smoke going to break? And the smoke does break, but ABCD going to just glimmer himself up, maybe try and even escape. But they're just going to go for the courier. So that means the courier was carrying something? No, cargo was 0.
Well,
All
so
right.
Artemis has also gotten his acceptor up. He's probably looking to pick up a POT as well. He's picked up in terms of farm and he's back into the game. While Juggernaut, I mean, Excarnation does have Fury as well as Manta, like you mentioned earlier.
This is either going to be a 35-minute game or a 60-minute game. Like, if this one more fight goes wrong, then you're going to go back, start farming, go rush, get buyback, you know, all the basics. But for now, we do see D2D heading off the bottom lane. They are going to just stun down on the tier 2 tower. And there's going to be a smoke rotation coming in from road. They want to catch these people while they're not seen. But Mara looking for a target over here. He could charge on the Shadow Demon. He's pretty much available. But Pusher looking around for now. He does have a ward. He could scatter and catch Spooky Monster. But they're just going to charge for now. It's going to be the Spooky Monster he charges on. Juggernaut running fast behind that. But it's going to be a quick dagger in from the Sand King. And he's just going to get out of there. He doesn't really want to take any more fights.
Then at the same time, Roche is back. So I'm sure both teams are aware of it and they will try to make sure that they are around the pit and not lose the control of the area at all. Because if you do, then either of the one team is definitely going to get the Roche as good as it was. Both the teams do have the potential to remove the Roche quickly and acquire the ages for themselves.
And Sand King, meanwhile, does decide to pick up a gem, so they're going to get this map completely dewatered before they take the next fight. Because as far as I've seen, both the teams know what is exactly happening before the fight even happens. So maybe to just take away that advantage from Road, D2D is going to start dewatering the map. And of course, that Glimmer Cave, so that's another added bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Morphling does manage to take a tier 2 tower at mid. Road didn't really want to contest it because both their, I mean, most of their cores were not right there. It was just the OD. Yeah.
I like how all the supports have decided to opt to go for the Glimmer Cave rather than opting to go for the Impulse or a Costa.
Yeah, I mean, then again, it turns out to be a hard choice when there is a gem around. So,
True.
if you have a Glimmer Cave with the 4-star, obviously it is going to be much better than just the Glimmer. But looks like the Chen has gone for a hood and he's probably going to build up the pipe.
Like you said, a pipe was necessary, but you
But
said
what
the
about
pipe.
Roar response?
Yeah, Roar was supposed to go for the pipe. I think the Venomancer would opt to go for it maybe a little while later after his Agnems, but he's already picked up his Agnems. Okay, that's gonna be a fight, and it's not a fight, it's a fight with Mr. Roshan, and it's gonna be by Roar Esports. Roar Esports are going to continue taking this, but Morphling is going to maybe come in and fight. The 10 creeps are available, and he's going to just waveform in and get out of there. But Spooky Monster comes in, quickly sends in the stun, and there's going to be Barton Multi that gets cancelled. The Youth is going to cancel the shot. It does have another choice, but yeah, the Bar oh my god, that was a lot used up for a Sand King. There's the
He does lose the gem, but so yeah.
The Blade Fury also gets used, so now D2D do have a chance of going into the fight. The gem is, of course, now on the bar, so it's going to be a hard fight. K coming in the fight. He has used the BKB for now and quickly chucking down on Symphony. And going to take that kill. Lexi moves on to Shadow Demon. One more shot and he'll be good to go. But he's going to change target. He does see the Invoker and he's going to go aiming for him. But they don't have a dust right now to catch him. And they do have a gem, but do they see him? They do see him, but are they going to go for him? They're going to just choose Blue Roche. They don't really want to take a fight. Roche is pretty low, and that is a very important Aegis that they need. And Juggernaut going to take that Aegis and just quickly get out of there. This is the time when Road could actually just push bottom and head straight for their base, because Chen really doesn't have creeps to help him out. Sand King's ulti can be kited, and they have the Aegis, like I said. So BKB will be back up also by the time they reach the cars.
That's true, but Roar is known for that roast, so yeah. You never know. Like we've thrown a lot in the past, so yeah. If there is any extension, overextension happening, then definitely D2D is not gonna just let them do that.
I would say Roar will not take that chance only because it is a very important tournament. There is a lot of money on the line and you can qualify to play in Malaysia. So that's a lot of stake to put on and be like, alright, let's throw.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of. There is gonna be a Spirit Breaker charge coming onto the. Oh, he's gonna cancel it right off the bat because he has absolutely no idea where the other heroes are. Road does have a good deep ward out there. I mean, if you did notice, there were some good deep wards by ROG Sports while D2D is not really looking to play some good ones.
Actually, D2D kind of played it a little wrong at the Roche pit. Like, they were doing pretty well. They had picked up the gem. I don't think Spooky Monster should have been the first one to initiate. I mean, he's the kind of guy who's supposed to come in with his ulti and do the damage. So I think that's what costed them. And I think since Spooky Monster is one of those players who's doing pretty well in this game, he should be more patient. And maybe that, because if he dies early, Road could easily just take over because there's no fear of his ultimate.
That's true. While the graph is like out of the question now because the graph cannot tell the story about the graph can't tell the story about the game at all because this game is going absolutely from up to down. It is normal right now, but no, it's not really even because given the fact that Road does have the Aegis and they can go for a push. I'm not sure why they haven't really.
They are going to go for a push, and with that, it's going to be in the top lane. We do see Invoker. He does sell something strong. Juggernaut is going to maybe come in. He does have his ultimate. He wants to use it, but he's just going to back out of that.
Well, I'm not really sure where the gem went. Okay, it's with the Oracle.
It's with the Oracle.
Damn, because if the Spellbreaker did have it, then he could have definitely charged them. The Spellbreaker didn't have Dust either, so yeah, that went pretty rough for them.
But also comes down to Spirit Breaker is the one who's initiating the fight always. So if he keeps the gem and he dies, that means again it goes back to the favor of
That's true. And losing the possession of the gem is not a good idea at all.
And with that, the pushes continue. We're going to see Rory Sports on the top lane. They really want to head off for those racks. Meanwhile, bottom lane, we do see that D2D does want to push off. OD has TP to the bottom lane. He's going to try and defend this. For now, he doesn't really want support. He could keep pushing. Meanwhile, top lane, 3 TPs fly in, and Prashit needs to get out of there. And he's just going to head off back to the bottom lane. This is the best time for ROG to actually just smoke really quickly and just start getting into more major fights, because Invoker is going to be their first catch over here. Maybe there's going to be the tornado used by the Invoker and it's going to be on the Oracle, but nothing's going to happen. Everything is calm. I thought he would go that.
Alright, yeah, we had to get a quick look if everything is fine. So again, a stalemate going on. There is no. Okay, so it looks like they do decide to smoke.
And with that, we do see a 35-minute hex on the OD, and that's going to be a surprise element now for P2D. And the first person to fall for it is going to be the Shadow Demon. He's pretty much out of space, but we do see the hex on Sand, and he's going to take a quick fall. And next is going to be the Shadow Demon, but he does limmer himself out of that fight. But Spooky, not the best place for you. This could where Road just takes it all over.
I guess the whole table, I mean, basically tables have
Turned
again and again. They will keep doing the same, I guess. But it again depends on how D2D is gonna react to
and
it.
they are playing without sight. Till now, they always had the sight on the map. They knew what was happening. But now, when everything is just dark, you've given the gem. You actually given them the gem. Then this is where it gets really difficult. But for now, we do see Roar heading off in the mid lane. Juggernaut doing quite a lot of damage. He does have the Manta. He has the dagger. He has the Aegis, and that's all he needs for his team. Pusher just going to stand on the back line. We do see Oracle in the front. He does have the gem if they need. OD going to just be there. He has the hex. He's used it on somebody. And it's on CD. But no one really took fall there. D2D just defending for now.
While Rampage is trying to rat at the same time. I mean, that's the right way to play the Morphling. You have no other option because you don't really want to take a 5v5 at your pace. Given that they have Aegis as well. So it looks like he has forced Roar back into the base to defend the top lane.
And that just keeps going on and on. I mean, when this team's also losing and we have Juggernaut who's pushing. And when this team's not losing, we have the Morphling who's pushing. But there is going to be a quick smoke coming in from D. Invoker not going to be the one who smoke for now. They could gather around him or they could take a quick fight of their own. They are deciding to go mostly for the Spirit Breaker. They are going to head out into the jungle. They have the radar if they want to use it for now. Sure. Go to Jess.
Alright, so it looks like we mentioned.
Break any second now, but it is a Bara, so he could just charge away and there's nothing really they could do about it. But
no, they do have the Sand King to catch him, so
yeah.
But the smoke was completely into the dark. I mean, this is not the type of smoke that you would want to do. This is the desperate smoke that happens when you are lacking behind. The only vision they have is in the bottom lane, and that's not didn't provide them any information because the heroes were right there.
And Shen does finish the pipe now. Venoman's opted to go for the Hurricane himself. And that's very big items coming in from Road Sports. For now, I think the D2D, the best thing that they could do is just hold on for some time, try to get the next road, wait for Aegis to expire, and then maybe head off to the bottom lane and try taking the fight. But till then, just keep farming.
Yeah, so again, Road Sports trying to set back the momentum. Because it's as soon as you lose the Aegis, then again it's a risk that you don't want to walk into. But it looks like there was a kill coming onto that. Oh, Oracle does manage to survive. That's a lot of burst. I mean, he survived the Morphling given that he has a Glimmer. That's possibly the only reason why he did.
Yeah. And I think Oracle just knows this thing. I don't think he's died also that much. Look at the scoreboard. He's died about 4 times. He's died quite a lot.
That's fine. I mean, it's 40 the game and there are not many kills happening as well. So, yeah, 4 that's pretty decent in fact.
For now, we do see that they're going to head off in the mid lane, and Goku are going to be the ones just going to try and push off as much as he can, while Rory Sports going to just head off in the bottom lane. They are pushing as 5 for now, and they could just directly go Rax. We do have to check Juggernaut for a second. Does he still have the Aegis
No, he's lost
available? He doesn't have it, but he has the TP available, which is on 20 seconds speedy. So, are they going to take a fight? There's going to be a charge on the Chen, but the Chen already died to the Juggernaut with the Omni Slash, I'm guessing. No, he didn't use the Omni Slash, he just right-clicked him. Meanwhile, we're going to see ROG TP back to their base. They can't really allow this push to go on, and they got to go back and start defending.
Alright, so this has been happening non-stop. DOTA2 Dream is making sure that even if they do lose a hero, that's fine. As long as they maintain the composure of the lanes, they make sure that the pushes towards Pro Response won't really be. Okay, looks like there was a skirmish happening onto the Spirit Breaker, but he's gonna be fine. There are gonna be TPs coming out, and the Invoker is gonna TP as well with the Ghost Walk on, so he's gonna be fine. While Sand King,
I think D2D is playing this beautifully. They know right now ROG can just take them on and extinguish in our terms. So they would rather just not do that, and they would rather just push, which is a good idea. This is where Dota and experience and understanding gameplay comes in.
yeah. I wonder what exactly is going on into the players' minds, because right now, like you mentioned earlier, this tournament is not just about the prize money, it's also about a
yes.
slot going all the way into Malaysia.
So that is a lot on the line, and it's not even like a small cash prize for this tournament. It's a pretty huge cash prize. So I'm pretty surprised that we don't see. I mean, we have a lot of people here, but there should be more crowd because this is CS and Dota. So we have two biggest games in India happening in ROG, in Bangalore, this zone. So if you're around the town, please come in because there's lots of exciting fun. I can see some cosplayers walk in, walk out, and they look pretty cute.
Yeah.
So we'll see for now that there's going to be D2D just heading off, doing what they did on the top lane, push as much as they can, and then go back to defend.
Yeah, they're probably waiting for the next roast. I mean, both the teams are. But okay, D2D again trying to maintain the momentum. There is a E-Blade as well as Adaptive Strike coming onto the Juggernaut. A quick tornado into a EMP into a Meteor, but that's not really going to connect. But he's going to be fine. Arkmage is going to get his way out as well as the Morphling. And looks like Spooky Monster is going to follow them out as well. Rory Sports. They really need to take a team fight because Rory Sports is strong right now compared to that of the DOTA2 Dream.
But they could only take a fight if D2D allows them to take a fight, because they just seem to not want to take a fight. They're just getting out of there, doing their little stuff, and walking out like bosses.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, both teams are at that stage where
Yes.
no matter what move you make, you want to make sure that's possibly the best move you're making because
Yeah.
you don't want to risk anything at all. Looks
As
like
I
there is
say
a
that,
chance.
there's going to be a charge on Symphony, and there's going to be a quick hex coming from the OD. 3 hits and he's down. And with that, all his creeps and babies are down. But I don't think D2D really care that much. The same thing that happened in the last fight. The Chen died, but they got what they wanted. They pushed those lanes and they pushed them hard. And for now, it's going to be Venom absolutely one defending bottom. There is one Rax that's already almost gone, and Invoker just going to chunk on, and Morphling chunking on the second one. They have used the glyph for now, and 5k MMR, 5k forever. He's going to send out his ulti, but is it going to be enough? No, they're just going to scavenge out of there. Surely, but slowly, D2D is getting what they want.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, looking at the
Alliance Toto? This reminds me of TI3 now.
yeah, exactly. It looks like Rory Sports is in the slot of. If they win now, it's going to
Yeah.
be really hard for them if they keep getting ratted like this.
True.
They have to make sure they have to come back, defend those racks before. I mean, personally, I wouldn't want to take a kill. I would rather defend my racks now because
Yeah.
you are losing a lot of control of the game, and that's not a good idea.
A
at
Chen
all.
for Rax is like, what are you saying, man? This is just not happening. But the problem with this Chen pickup that I'm finding very hard to understand, he's made the pipe, but he's not really in pipe. So, you know,
No, it's a basic concept. What these guys are thinking, I mean, what
Yeah.
the players have thought on DOTA2 Dream is that mostly the only way Roar can secure themselves a kill is by pushing, getting
Yes.
into the high ground.
and when they
that's
do pipe.
exactly, and
Alright.
the Chen will always be there for them. So that's the fight that they're looking to make sure they have to get down the aggro of it.
True,
Because
and
the amount of burst and the amount of damage, just the base DPS itself from the Juggernaut is a lot to take. So I'm sure D2D doesn't want to take a fight at all. And looks like Roar is planning to force the issue. While look,
They are chunking on the top lane. Meanwhile, we do see Sanking and Morphling at the bottom lane. And Chet going to try and hold. He doesn't have creeps right now, so there's not much he can do. But they're going to start chasing. But Roar is doing what D2D does best. They're just going to TP out of there, get back to the bottom lane. And she's going to just hammer. They have the Hex available. And Morphling going to lose that Aegis really quickly in that fight. And he's going to, I think, die again. Pusher waiting to charge on him, but he's just going to get out. Replicate, being that savior for him. He has picked up the BKB now. And Juggernaut, meanwhile, he's still with a lot of gold. The last time I saw him, he had 5,000. So, yes, 6,000. And I don't know what he's opted to go for.
Absolutely.
What
That
would
was
be
a
your
good
choice?
move by ROG, by the way. I mean,
Yeah.
they
Killing
did
off
come
the
back.
Morphling? Yes.
No, I mean, they did come back and make sure that they don't lose another set of racks
True.
because that would have been an absolute disaster for them. They have to make sure they have to not just come back into the game, but come back a little more stronger, which that's exactly what they are doing. So that's a good move. But I wonder why the Juggernaut isn't buying any item because he has about 6k gold, and I'm sure he's
I think he's, what could he go for? What would be your choice?
at least a
BKB?
at least a BOT for now.
I was gonna say let's go BK because he's just dying to.
No, he can't afford to go for a BKB. As a Juggernaut, we would want to make sure that all
Yeah.
your 6 slots are taken by
Taken.
at least 5 slots plus Moonshot. Yeah.
For now, Stanking, he has picked up the. I'm gonna stop myself. There's gonna be a BKB quickly. Venomancer does ulti the Morphling, but the BKB was on him. So is this gonna be the Rax does fall, and the Morphling doesn't really wanna continue fighting. He used his BKB, took what he wanted, and that's what he's gonna be doing for the next 10 minutes. The exact same thing. But as we talk about that, meanwhile, top lane does get pushed in by the mega kill on the OD. So Roar with the kills and D2D with the push.
With
Who
the
wins
racks, in
such
fact.
a matchup?
It's basically like Roar is getting a pick off and D2D is getting one
One
rack.
rack, yeah.
One rack every single time. So a set of racks lost by Roar Esports, and looks like Roar has finally decided to just charge down mid and not
Yeah.
really give a
No,
damn
I
about
think
it.
that's a very bad idea. I think they
No,
should
the lanes
wait,
are pushed towards their side, so this is probably
Yeah,
the
they
only
could.
opportunity they could expect. To go
expect.
ahead
That's
and,
also there.
that's
But
a
I
good
feel
call.
taking maybe that's why Jug is not buying anything just to keep buyback, just in case. But as for now, I do feel if they do take a rush and then head in, it could work for them. But they're just going to head in straight and they are going to start chunking on the tower. Juggernaut is on front line. He's hitting hard. The glyph has been used. Tornado is going to fly in. Assault strike is going to hit. But OD on the back line is going to use the BKB. Hex off that Chen and going to just quickly kill him off. And that's going to be one set of racks, I think, going in the favor of Road if they plan on taking it. They're going to just do the extra damage needed, but he's just going to TP out of there. He cannot really continue fighting this. The whole of D2D is almost back.
And
And
it looks like again Roar has realized that they can't afford racks in the bottom lane. So they come back at the right time, you know. They didn't get greedy about getting the racks and then leaving because they would have definitely lost their racks.
true. They're
And
playing it pretty safe, but as we spoke about 8k on the Juggernaut, he's not decided to pick. He doesn't really even have a slot right now to pick. He could choose to go for an BOT and then opt to go for another item and also keep buyback. But that's
probably
just,
go
again,
a
decisions.
Moonshot also, that's fine if he doesn't really want to use his
Yeah.
item slot. I mean BOT plus Moonshot because he has about 7k now,
Sure.
so definitely you can get 4k plus 2 points.
What is he gonna opt for? He has
Yes,
stolen.
9K.
Gonna go for the BOT and gonna just wait up. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we see the push coming in from D2D. They really don't want to fight. They're just gonna go chunk some little bit, take some consistency, and walk out. But as I speak about that, we do see Morphling heading off to the bottom lane, and they could. Where will Rogue go now? They need to go mid. They need to go bottom. But they have the OD, who has.
Frankly speaking, they're fine because
They're
if
fine, yeah.
D2D does decide to take a fight, it's going to be a bad idea for them. Looks
Meanwhile,
like there
bottom
is-
lane BKB has been used by the Morphling, but he's gonna get hit hard by the OD, and the ulti has been used, and he's gonna just quickly get out of there. Lotus Orb was on him, so he pretty much just was safe. And
The Sanking used the Lotus Orb and made sure that the Hex was removed. That was a good move.
That was a very
That's
good
one of the reasons why he's even sticking to the Morph.
true, I thought he was dead for sure, unless the last time. But D2D keeping the push going. Roar needs to just kill them once. They get one good fight off them, they could just push mid and end the game. But the problem with this is they are not going to even fight Roar, which is the biggest problem. So we just gotta wait and watch and see what's gonna happen. It is 47 minutes in the game. This is a knockout game, so whichever team wins this is gonna move on to the winners bracket when they're gonna play against Entity Esports. Meanwhile, the loser goes plays against Team Chaos.
Alright. So it looks like D2D is trying to distract them out of their base, and Roar is taking the bait, and they are going after just the Shadow Demon.
And the Drake does take a fall. He did have the gem on him, and they're quickly going to pick it up. Meanwhile, bottom lane OD is going to just hit on the Morphling, but he's going to get out of there. Morphling going to TP out. BKB has been used, and he's going to head off base.
Yeah, I wish the Juggernaut had his Abyss Blade for the Morphling because he
Yes.
definitely removed the. I mean, stop the TP because the Linken's was on cooldown given the Hex was given. I mean, given the Hex was used on him.
Meanwhile,
But yeah.
Roche has a little more time to be back.
There is a bit of a lag.
Yes, there is. We are spiking a little bit. I don't know if it is or our end the problem or is
Or I will
server
check
lag.
it out in between. But at the same time, Pookie Monster trying to create some more space while Roar again deciding to charge down mid. And this probably can be the last push because the waves are again pushed in pretty decent and Venomancer.
Meanwhile, we do see fights happening. Chen does take a fall over there, and it's going to be the Morphling that goes down for 84 seconds. He does have buyback, I think, if he could use it. I'm unsure if he has. I'm lagging a like crazy ton, but we're trying to get whatever we can. There's going to be a Rax fallen for D2D, and there's going to be a buyback quickly from the Morphling, and he wants to get into the fight, but he's just going to quickly head off in the bottom lane. He doesn't care what's happening, and he's going to TP and take down the Tar super quickly. He's chaining to agility, and he's just going to quickly charge on the Venomancer. No, he doesn't care. The Venom objectives are important in Dota, and that's all he aims for. He has used the BKB. He's going to chop down one more Rax, and that's going to be 2 Rax in the favor of D2D. Quickly get out of there. He could take a fall here. OD going to chunk on him. The Hex has been used, and there's going to be a charge on the Popling, and that's going to be one quick kill. Going in favor of Roar for one set of
That's
Rax.
3 side of Rax. They actually got Mega onto them.
Wow, so
Because the Invoker did take the mid Rax as well while there was a fight going on in the top.
But the good part about this fight is that Roar just needs one push to get this through, and D2D, the Morphling cannot buy back. He's down for complete 90 seconds. And with that, it's just the Invoker who they need to worry about. Oracle in the air, and it's going to survive. Meanwhile, Invoker does have the Lotus Orb on him and going to keep him alive for some time. Ice Path used by the Invoker is going to blink down and quickly get out of there. But Roar just heading off all in the middle. And there's going to be a Sand King ulti used in the middle of the fight, and Oracle sustaining and keeping himself alive for now. Going to Juggernaut, just going to dagger out of there. But Pusher going back into the fight. The Lotus Orb has been used on Spooky Monster, and no kills right now. Everybody's just going to get out. Random gems lying around on the map. Oh, and that's going to be Symphony caught off again, and Chen takes another fall. This is going to be costly for D2D. They need to hold this base for 52 seconds. They need to keep it safe, and that's all the Invoker can do. He uses Tornado, he uses the Ice Path, but Odi just going to head for those racks for now. He has taken one side. They need to take another side, or they can go direct tier 4, but there's going to be a buyback from the Chen. They got to hold 30 more seconds, and they could maybe continue fighting. Juggernaut going to just start then trying to do some damage. EMP used in the middle of everything. Juggernaut spinning Blade Fury. BKB used already on K. This is the best fight D2D could get. They don't really have much. Spooky Monster going to come into the fight, going to try and kill Odi, but he's going to live for now, and there's going to be a quick kill on the Chen again, and he's going to fall. There is no buyback available on him anymore, but Invoker charging towards the take a fall. Meanwhile, there is this quick stun coming in from the Sand King, and he's going to catch both Juggernaut and the, I don't know who the other guy was, and Odi, and he's going to just quickly die, but they want to continue fighting. Shadow Demon does come in and fight Drake. He's going to maybe try and catch up this Juggernaut. He is chopping hard, and he's going to take a fall, and that's going to be buyback is still available on Juggernaut. He's going to use it super quick. He's got to go defend it. This 3-side mega, and that is pretty hard to hold on to. And Morphling back into the action. He does have buyback now again, but he's got to wait a little while for it, about 4 minutes, and this is where D2D just chill. They take it easy, roam around for 4 minutes, take a rush, head mid, and finish the game. It is 3-side racks for Roar, so...
Do you want to take some breath?
Yes, I do. I'm pretty excited. The game has gone everywhere.
Exactly. I mean, D2D does manage to defend that. I thought they were definitely going to lose there right then and there. They managed to defend with just 3. And when the chain did come back, the Morphling was still dead for a certain amount of time.
But he was actually just buying time. I think
and
that
not
was
just that.
basic
It's
thing.
not about just defending. They in fact got 2 kills onto Roar.
Yeah.
And they killed the Juggernaut
I
as well
think
as
that happened
closed out his
because
buyback.
Roar really thought they could finish the game and they kind of used their skills where it was not needed to be used, or they tried to push it too far. But for now, we do see Morphling. He's going to get the Aegis. The cheese is also all available on Roche. So that's going to be, I think, going to the Invoker. Doesn't have a slot. So I think the Chen could keep it. Poor guy. He's having a hard game.
Well, given the buyback, the Morphling still doesn't have buyback. So maybe the Morphling, looks like the Morphling is going to pick up the Aegis. Because he doesn't have the buyback, right?
Cheese. I was talking about the cheese.
Oh, the cheese.
Oh,
Cheese
the
can possibly not. I'm sorry, I wasn't.
Okay, he
I
wants
was
the
paying
cheese.
attention to the map so hard. Yeah. What did he pick? Oh yeah, he did.
He picked that and gave it away. And then picked something else. So
He did get the Aegis, but where is the cheese? Okay, it's on the Sand King.
Alright, so with that, there is going to be a quick smoke coming in from D2D, and they're going to head off in the bottom lane. You do see the Invoker standing in Ghost Walk. He's just making space for now, not Ghost Walk. and he's just gonna stand and chill over there.
Alright, so at this time, definitely the Juggernaut has to come back into the base.
Alright, so there is gonna be, they all are just gonna head with, they want the steer portals and they're gonna be taking them. Meanwhile, Morphling is gonna chunk on the supports on the back line. Pusher gonna ulti him, but it's not gonna be enough. BKB just keeping Morphling alive as long as he wants to be. Meanwhile, the rest of his team doing what they're doing, but they're trying to get as many towers as they can, but Aegis is used for now, and that's gonna be a secondary fight. Spooky Monster comes to the fight. Amazing epicenter coming in by Venomancer does send out the ulti, and Spooky Monster maybe gonna take a fall over here, and he's gonna fall. Sunstrike does connect, but it's not going to be enough to take any kills, and they would have to rush out of there. They can't really fight Roar like this. Morphling going to get caught out over their Hex and going to take a fall for 91 seconds. D2D getting 2 ahead of themselves over there.
That was the overextension that could, like I mentioned earlier. अभी खोला क्यों ना तभी क्या हुआ?
Okay, so there were some technical problems, but we are getting them fixed for now. I have restarted the stream for people who said that the stream was down. I don't know what is wrong. We're gonna get back in the fight. This is a pretty intense game. For now, we do see that Rory Sports still holding defense, but Juggernaut getting caught out of the way. The Hex is available for now on the Invoker, and he's gonna quickly use it. Remember, Juggernaut gonna use Blade Fury and just hold defense for as long as he can. Roar is holding 3 side racks, so it is going to be super hard for them. But D2D not able to really head to the Steam Force. They have to look for Roar to make a mistake for them to really go and get into the fight. But for now, we do see Invoker. He has opened his Port Spirits for now and going to continue keeping that push going.
Okay, alright, yeah, so it looks like this team is fine. I mean, I'm getting a wrong information. Either way, let's get back into the game. I missed a bit of it.
Alright, so Roar holds defense for now. For everybody who's just tuning in, this is the ROG Masters finale in India. And we've got 4 teams of CS and 4 teams of Dota. I could tell you the top teams, but you could just follow me after the stream to tell you all that. For now, this game is going super interesting. It is 30-22 on the scoreboard, but Roar has lost 3 sides.
And this is the semi-finals that's going on right now. The second semi-final.
And it's pretty intense.
While it's a double elimination bracket.
Yes. So whoever loses this bracket will go down to play with Street Chaos, and the winner is going to go ahead and play with Entity. So the winner of this game is going to be having a harder time, but they really need to win this game, and I think Roar has it in them. I think I played enough of Dota to say that tower defense is possible.
Yeah, but DT2 is making sure that they're trying. I mean, they're making sure to pressure Roar as much as possible. They're not letting Roar make any mistake. If Roar does make even the slightest of mistake, that's going to be the thrown down right there. Because this is mega creep versus just one side of racks.
But I think this is the best time for Roar to push because they kind of know that the Juggernaut doesn't have buyback right now. He's still down for another 2-3 minutes.
Oh, you mean the DOTA2 team?
I'm sorry, the DOTA2 team do know that Juggernaut doesn't have buyback for the next 2-3 minutes, and this was to be the best time to fight because are you going to wait for another rush? Because that's going to take too long, and that means they all are going to be level 25.
Yeah, it's about 5 minutes far
and Juggy has a divine. I love the divine. So it's going to be a Skadi and a Divine pickup from the Juggernaut. He's hefty, he's fat, and he's doing a lot of damage. He's doing about 450 damage. Oh my god, more than that. 550 damage? Okay, sorry guys, my math is bad. So it's fine for now. He's got the Divine, and this is all that he needs. It's either win or lose. You know, you reach the situations in games where sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
That's true. Roar needs to make sure that they somehow manage to push out all the lanes. Because, like I said earlier, DT2 is making sure that they pressure them every single second. The wave is right outside them. Even this mega creep, I mean, you do get a chance to push out the waves. That's how the Dota works out. Because the opponents are going to go look around for rows. They're going to go creep in the NCs. But Roar is not really getting that space, you know. But it looks like the Juggernaut is going to go top onto the Spooky Monster, but he just spins out and just keeps away. Because at the same time, there is going to be a bottom fight, and it's Invoker that's being hexed. Archmage is going to quickly try to run away. Rampage walks into the fight. He does get a kill onto Kushi. Oh, and that's going to be another impact coming onto the Pusher, and Pusher is going to go down as well while Archmage comes back into the fight. Amazing combo coming from him. Tornado, EMP, as well as there is going to be a sister
and that's going to be boom, maybe.
And Juggernaut trying to spin away. Now this does not look good for Rory Sports at all, and good game calls up.
And with that, D2D do take this game in their hands, and Rory Sports called out the GG, and it's over. Alright, so DOTA2 emerged victorious and they're going to be playing their next game against Entity Esports, a very hard challenge. They are the top tier team in the country and very hard to defeat. They finished their last game at 16 minutes. So this is going to be the next big important game to watch. For now, we're going to be shifting off to Counter Strike. There are going to be about 2 hours of Counter Strike, and then we're gonna head back into the winner bracket finals of our Dota 2. It's gonna be Entity Esports versus Dare to Dream. I will see y'all very, very soon. I hope you'll have fun. And if you're in and around Bangalore, please do come to the event. We're having a lot of fun. We're doing a lot of giveaways, a lot of cosplay contests going on. So you better come here and grab some things for yourself. I will see y'all very soon. Take care. Bye bye.